Hi, I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby pod, and I'm speaking to Circus 66, Matt and Annabelle. Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
good evening.
Right, you have a new album out very soon. Tell me about it, please.
I'll let you take this one. No, you do it. You like talking. Go on.
Oh, thank you. Well, yes, we do have an album coming out. This is our debut album called Follow the Black Crow, which is going to be out on July 9th, which is next Friday. This is our first album, full album, 10 songs worth of fun for you to listen to. One of our things that we're very proud of. So it's going to be a big one as far as we can tell. Everyone's enjoying it so far throughout the live shows anyway. So I think everyone's in for a good treat.
Yeah, this I don't know how much of the history you know about this band, Dave, but this album has taken us best part of 2 years to do.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because long story short, we started writing this album, I can't even remember when. It was probably maybe the end of 2018, something like that. Right. And then everything went pear-shaped, and we had members leave, all this kind of stuff, because it just wasn't the right fit. They didn't really want to do an album anyway, which was a help. But we got Lee, the current drummer, in, or I say current, that's not very nice, is it? The final drummer, the last drummer in.
The one and only.
The one and only, yeah. So we got him in, then the ball started rolling again of getting the album going, because we were all on the same page. Then a month later, we got the bassist in, and that's the lineup that we're sticking to now. So we're all on the same page. Cool. Getting to learn to work with each other was probably it wasn't a challenge, but there were a few hurdles that we had to jump over, or get over.
Yeah.
Just learning to work together again. We got these. Annabelle and I had about 4 songs written for the album anyway, but we decided as we saw the band progressing style-wise, because we played a lot, within 2 months we were gigging again of those two joining the band, and we just saw the natural progression of the old songs, and we said, actually, this naturally the band, the style is going to shift a little bit. So we just let it ride, and we rewrote, or just tweaked the songs we already had, and we wrote 6 more. And this it was just a lot of things going on, learning the set, getting tight live, plus recording an album, recording it. It was a busy 2019, and obviously going into 2020, and then obviously this wonderful COVID, the year that doesn't exist. And COVID, the only good thing it did for us was we were halfway through recording the album, and it gave us more time to get it better. There were certain bits we were like, oh, I don't know, and then we got time. We're not gigging. Let's sort it out and make this as good as it can be. And we did. We re-recorded one song twice, because it was an awkward one. You just get, you get those awkward songs on the odd occasion.
Yeah.
Some came out really quick, We
as a whole unit, which kind of showed to us that we're a perfect fit. I mean, when we got Lee and Luke in, or aka Mustard, we got them in the band. It felt right, because everyone kind of got on. We were on the same page, and kind of. Everyone had each other's backs, and everyone had the same goal. So that way it actually made a lot of things easier, especially when it came to going for the same goal, for us to actually get the album sorted and the recording done, and get our overall way of how we perform and how we want to be perceived by our fans and people that will obviously know us and obviously follow previously, to take it to the next level, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to the album. I haven't written a review quite yet, but I've listened to the album, and it's quite different to what I expected. I mean, it's not the normal stuff that Ford usually put out there. So I really like it. So I tip my hat to you guys. You've done a good job.
Thank you very much.
Well, what's been different to what Ford usually puts?
Well, normally it's just straightforward rock and roll.
Yeah, we're not that straightforward, as you probably realised by now.
No, there's nothing straightforward about the album at all. And it's refreshing to hear something like that. You know, it's new, it's fresh. It challenges a couple of people maybe who would listen for the first time, and you know, I like it.
Yeah,
I've been playing a few of the songs on the radio as well. So
I mean, some people, it might be you know, one of those ones. It's a grower. You never know. But again, I think because I've been writing that style of music that it's not that stereotypical in the rock scene, because it's hard not to be stereotypical when you're a rock band. And that's one thing that really bugs me. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great bands out there and they're good at what they do.
Yeah.
But for the band that I want to play in, I want to challenge myself and I want to enjoy what I'm playing. And to me, that's throwing in these really awkward riffs or the odd little thing that's going to throw the listener off and all that kind of stuff, but not going too far that you lose the listener.
Yeah.
That's where we were, you know, the fine line.
Gems in the song that you got to listen out for. It makes you, it almost makes you want to be on your toes constantly, musically and vocally. So it's never the same stuff that you would expect. So you know, it always each song has its own character, so it takes a turn that you just do not expect, which I think from our perspective, it makes more fun for us to play it, and fun for us to see how the audience responds, because the way that they respond is just, they just don't know what to expect because we throw them off, but in a good way. So they're sort of responding thinking, oh God, this is great. Oh, this is even better. And it grows on them to the point that they're probably about a minute into the song, they're already rocking it. Like they've seen it, they heard it, they've known it for years. Like it, you know, for them, it's already an anthem. And it's a great, it's a great feeling to have, especially when you're on stage and, you know, you're an originals band. It's, you know, it's not the cover stuff that people usually listen to. And it's so nice to have that sort of reciprocation from our fans, to have such a good follow-up and just enjoy what we put out there to them.
Thinking of live, you've got something happening this weekend, haven't you?
What's that then? It's so we put a lot of time and effort into that.
Blood.
So we hired out KK's steel mill up in Wolverhampton, which I know a few other bands have done recently. But we booked it in first, just to let you know. We just didn't do it first.
You were the first.
Yeah. But so we did that early May. And we've just got it finalized, all the editing, everything, you know, just putting it together as, you know, a solid show the last couple of weeks. And now it's going to be unveiled on this Sunday, starting from 7 p.m. I believe. We got three support bands with us playing that. And yeah, that kicks off on Sunday evening. I mean, don't get me wrong, we looked at it. You never get a perfect show. You know, there are bits that make me cringe because, like, oh, I thought I got that right on the day. Clearly, I didn't. You know, when you listen back, but it's like it's live. It's rock and roll. It's not.
That's what makes it unique, though, because as Richard Brinley, somebody mentioned to me that it doesn't matter how your live performance goes, as long as it's decent and you put your heart and soul out into what you're doing, especially when you're performing live, because at the end of the day, all those little kinks, no one's going to notice and they don't really matter. If somebody wants to listen to our music to a perfect T, then buy an album, listen to it on a CD, download it, you know, because that stuff is perfectly, you know, done. Yeah. But you're there for the performance, you're there for the live thrill, and that's what's important when it comes to the performances and, you know, putting our stuff out there.
Yeah, it's just adding the human aspect to everything, isn't it? It's just making it personal.
Yeah, and we had pyro as well on stage, mate.
Yeah,
which I nearly walked into the flame machine 3 times when it was going off. So, because I've never had pyro on stage with me, so the guy said, "Yeah, don't walk in this direction." And what did I do? Within seconds, walked into it, and it went off. So yeah, that was
they're out to get you. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you'd like to remind us all when this album is coming out and what it is called.
right? So it comes out on July the 9th, and that is is called Follow the Black Crow, and it will be available at a later date, a month later, on the streaming platforms. So July 9th is all your physicals,
Oh, right.
and then streaming is a month later.
August 6th.
So yeah, August 6th. Yeah. But everybody buy the album. We're a poor, struggling rock band. We need money.
But now that
we've spent enough into it, we need back.
Yeah, but also, if you think about it this way, if you buy the album, the actual physical copies, you also get a lyric book with it. You get to actually learn the songs. You get to really see the lyrics that we've written as we were creating this album. You can hear
the extra artwork as well. Yeah.
Hear the emotion behind it all, so you get to really dial in and understand what we wanted to put into this album. And it's not just it's not just a couple of words thrown here and there. We actually thought about what we wanted to write and what we wanted to present through this album to our fans and to everybody around us, because at the end of the day, when we write songs, we feel like it's not just an opportunity for us to just write something, it's for us to get other people related to different types of things that they're going through, circumstances in life. And it's all about relating through music and being there for each other and understanding each other. And especially with everything that's been happening, obviously with COVID and everything else, it's good to have that kind of support through music.
Yeah. Matt and Annabelle, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.